Hello. Why is my face tracking is dead? Okay, there it is. Do you know it's Halloween? That's right, it's yesterday. October 31st. Anyway, welcome everyone. It is Friday. It is in fact the first day of November 2024. That's right, the current year, 2024, is right here, the first day of the 11th month. And here's today's drawing. I don't really know what this is, but I drew it, so it's going to be on the screen today. Put that right up here, right in this corner. And you're like, Wolfie, that's not right in the corner, that's left in the corner. You're so right. You're so left. You are so left. Anyway, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Namington, Tag Barrel, Rafty, Stanley, Namai, Vic, Michael, and X-Tag TV. Anyway, we're doing the usual Friday stuff. Why does my voice sound so weird? I don't know, what is this? What the frick? Anyway, the hoop of the week. It is in fact Halloween is celebrated on October 31st in many countries. Historically, black and orange colors widely used for modern Halloween decorations represent the connection between autumn and winter. That's right, autumn. I know it says fall, but I choose to say autumn. Let's go. I'm going to assume there's going to be many orange and purple and black. Anyway, it's like a day late for this because, you know, they designed these puzzles to be played weekly. But I happen to play it on the day after, and so it doesn't make sense anymore. Someone will tune in and be like, Wolfie, it was yesterday. Yesterday was Halloween. Why is he playing this thing today? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I can't do anything about that. I can't change their weekly puzzles, unfortunately. Well, you have to wait to see what next week's one is. I don't even know. What holiday could they even have next week? No one even knows. If only there was like a list of holidays out there that we could consult. Unfortunately, humanity has not invented such a thing yet. Christmas? No, that's in December. That's like 2 months from now. I guess it's 1 month from now. It is pretty much 2 months, because Christmas is like the 25th. And that's like the end of the season. And by season, I mean month. Those are not the same things. Anyway, I hope everyone had a good Halloween. That's right, it was yesterday. Did you all do anything interesting for Halloween? Did anyone go to like a Halloween party or, I don't know, what else? What do people even do? Trick-or-treating? I don't know. Did nothing. I also didn't really do anything. Welcome, Laketh. Nothing but sleep. You're telling me no one went to a Halloween party? I mean, I didn't. I also did not go to any sort of Halloween party. But I did walk home, as I do tend to do on Thursdays. And I saw many people wearing costumes. Thank you, CL, for the 13 months, a beer and a weed. A singular beer and a singular weed. I hope it was good. I watched Choco's Halloween special. I also tuned into that. But also, since I mostly leave streams on in the background, I didn't really know what was happening. I kind of just, like, would have it on and she's, like, saying something. I don't know what she's saying. And then I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Welcome, Spurbus. What was the best costume I saw? I don't know, actually. I think I saw someone... There was, like, a group of people dressed up as the Scooby-Doo gang. There's one person with a very bright orange outfit for Velma. I don't know if they had a dog, though. What else did I see? A bunch of kids dressed up as stuff. I don't know. I witnessed some kids, like, walking into a store saying trick or treat. They weren't even wearing costumes. They just, like, they're just wearing, like, a t-shirt And they're just like, trick or treat. And then I guess they just gave them candy because that's what you do. You can't just say no, right? You can't be like, oh, excuse me, you're not wearing a costume. But that was against the spirit. They weren't even dressed up. And yet they still got candy. It really says a lot about society. Not even putting in the effort to wear anything special. See, there were so many 12-foot tall Home Depot skeletons. Was tempted to steal one. Yeah, that's the season. You know, everyone puts up skeletons in their yard. What happens to them in the rest of the year? They just keep them locked up? Skeletons just out there being kept in the basement? In the closet? I don't know. Do they rent them? Do people rent skeletons for Halloween? Because, like, that's the only time you really use them, right? I mean, you know, obviously besides the skeleton that is already within our body. Do I have skeletons? I have a skeleton. I think we all have a skeleton. Each individually, that is. Not that we all share one skeleton, but like we all each have one skeleton of our own. The one that is within our body. Right, do you not have a skeleton? Welcome, Hoppy Hollow. Kids watch Ghost. Is that the Patrick Swayze movie? It's the only trick-or-treaters came on the wrong day. I didn't have any candy. Used the holiday as an excuse to give Dead Rising another chance. I didn't get any trick-or-treaters. Because... I've talked about this before, but... It was like, despite the fact that I live very close to a school, there's like a shopping street that's like a little bit nearby. And I feel like, you know, all the kids, they go there instead, which is good for me because I don't have to buy candy. But, you know, they spend all their time on that street. They go to stores, they trick or treat. Obviously, the people that work in the stores have candy set up. You know, sometimes the stores have signs that say, unfortunately, no candy left, and then the kids get all disappointed. I don't know. Welcome, Nutritious. Did I welcome Namington? I don't know if I did. Welcome. Yeah, where people put the skeletons, we don't even know. We don't even know. Put a Santa outfit on? You could also do that. I wonder, like, how many people dress up as Santa on Halloween. I didn't see any, but I'm sure some people do. Because it would make sense. You could have the same outfit for many different occasions. You can wear it on Halloween. You can wear it on Christmas. You could even wear it on New Year's if you wanted. People would question you. They'd be like, why are you wearing Santa outfit on New Year's? You don't have to answer them. You could just stare at them. And then they'll understand. Yeah, just like that. I have a Smeleton. That's the VTuber. The Ghost VTuber. Mint Phantom. Mint Phantom. I also watched that stream. It was cool. Nightmare Before Christmas, put a Santa hat on the skeletons. Yeah, you could do that. You could definitely... You could wear whatever costume you wanted. No one can stop you. It was your Halloween. It was good. I'm glad to hear everyone had a good time, despite not really doing anything specifically Halloween themed. You know, some people dressed up. It was kind of cool walking around. It's nice, like, being outside during Halloween. Because, you know, you go on the train, you see people, like, dressed up as things, and you're like, that's a cool costume. Good for them. They're just going to work. Just having a fun time out there. Walking around, you know? Anyone walking? Do you see any cool costumes, anyone else? I know many people here are European, so maybe Halloween is not celebrated as much where you're from. But you know, maybe you've still seen some people dressed up. Maybe there were some really cool outfits. What if you saw someone dressed up in cosplay? Because I'm sure cosplayers use that as an opportunity to wear their cosplay. Like, oh yeah, it's Halloween, great, I get to wear my Genshin Impact cosplay. Probably is a thing. I think I saw some people dress up as anime, right? I don't really know anime, but I know there's this one character from Chainsaw Man, Makima or whatever her name is. I think I saw someone dressed up as that character. And I was like, I don't know, is that like, are they dressed up as anime or is that just their outfit? I don't know. It kind of look like it was cosplay. Welcome Mooney. Kind of mad this doesn't have yarn noises. What are yarn noises? What does that even sound like? Are these not yarn noises? If I mute the music, this sound right here. It's kind of yarn-like. I don't know. There were some teens at the grocery store dressed up. One guy was just wearing a random high visibility vest. No idea what he was going for. But it was notable enough that you commented on it, so that's really what matters. It gives us commentary. That's cool. I can mute the music with a button. It's on my Stream Deck. This is Spotify music. Actually, it's not Spotify. It's the Wooloop soundtrack. I have a button on my Stream Deck to mute the audio from Spotify. It's very useful. It's very nice. Yeah, it's not from the game. This is not the game in the music. I forget. I don't even know what the music in this game is like. I remember the first time I played it, I found it was kind of distracting and it didn't really fit, so I muted it. Welcome, Delicious Smile. Hope you had a good Halloween. Anyway, what did I do? I went to work. And that's pretty much it. That's all I did yesterday. Hold on, let me consult my notes. What do I have written down in my notes? I went to work. I took home some sandwiches from the office. It was Halloween. I went to the store and I bought 2 boxes of tissues because we're running out of tissues at home. And then I think they didn't give me the right change, but I didn't notice until later. It was like, I bought 2 boxes of tissues. Each one of them was $2, and it was like with tax, it's like $4.33. And I had like a $5 bill, and I was like, okay, what if I give a $5 bill and also give an additional 50 cents? So they give me back $1 and then like the change, the difference between 50 and like 33. I think they did not give me the dollar. And I didn't notice until later. I was like, wait, did I get $1 back? I don't think I did. But I was already far enough away that I didn't feel like going back. And also, I don't know if I just misremembered. You ever have that? You ever notice that sometimes you might not be given the right change? I don't know. It's pretty rare to pay with cash nowadays, but I always feel bad using credit card when it's like a local store, and also the thing I'm buying is not $5. Sorry, the thing I buy is not like more than $10 or something. Yeah, I usually only use card, but it was like, it just felt weird, you know? Check the receipt. So true. You gotta check, because sometimes they will charge you the wrong amount. They will give you the wrong change. The Delicious Smile said, I spent the whole day watching a dot level stream. I hope it was good. I hope it was good gaming. It usually is gaming. Very rarely is it something besides gaming. You don't pay attention to change, why not? You gotta do that. What if they're scamming you? What if they were intentionally scamming you? They were like, this guy's giving weird numbers, let's just give him this thing and hope he doesn't notice. I doubt that's what happened, but it could have been. It could have done that. Sales not going through. Yeah, so true. You gotta be aware of things, you know? In this economy, you gotta consider where the money is going. Welcome, Kiss Bees. It's hip to kiss bees. I've never seen this variant of Picross nonograms. This is actually Shikaku. It's a genre of games. It's spelled like this. If you look it up, this is the type of game that it is. I think it literally just means square, or like a 4-sided shape in Japanese. That is the genre. It feels bad to use your phone or card to pay like €2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if it was more than $10, I feel like I would not have minded using my card. But I don't know. Also, like, I remember one time when I went to Japan. I think, okay, like, Japan is very different because it's, like, definitely very still cash-focused society. But they have a lot of tourists, so, like, they expect people to use cards sometimes. I remember one time I was, like, in Nara, and I had... something that I was buying was, like, not that expensive, but then I wanted to use card because, I don't know, I didn't want to deal with cash. And then they were like, you know, I pulled up my card and they're like, do you have cash? And I'm like, all right, fine. They said that in English. They're just like, do you have cash? And I said, all right, fine. And then I gave cash instead. But there's like one situation where I was like, okay, sure, fine, I get it. This thing I'm buying is only like, you know, $5. I guess you lose money if I were to use card. I don't know. Welcome, Scarf to Smith. Did not expect you to know the bee meme. Does no one know the bees? Everyone knows bees. Speaking of bees, these colors are very similar to bees. It's yellow and also black. I mean, the orange doesn't fit, but it's, you know, the other two colors are pretty close. Last I checked, it's still cash focused, but good. Japan, yeah, it's very cash focused still. But, you know, more places are accepting cards. And if not cards, then, like, some places will accept, not credit card, but, like, those prepaid cards, you know? Like Suica cards and Pasmo or whatever. They're getting there. Shaking Coop is here. Did I ever get weird reactions from using cash in Japan? People were freaking out because the US government service gave me 2,000 yen bills, which are really rare. People freaking... weird reactions from using cash in Japan? I've never had that. I feel like when I was in Japan, you know how, like, if you're, like, in the US and you have, like, $100 bill, it kind of feels bad to use it for something small. Because it's like, you know, you're buying something that's like $5 and you're paying with a $100 bill. And then they're like, oh, what the heck? I have to give change for $100? And then they have to, like, do the whole process where they check if it's fake or not. And there's, like, a marker you use. I didn't feel bad about that in Japan. I had, like, large bills and I would just go to the store and use them. And I don't know. I did not care. I don't think they cared either. True. So true. Wishing I was fishing. I also wish I was fishing. I've been playing so much web fishing. I was playing it today. I was literally... it was like during work hours. And a streamer was playing the game and I was like, what the frick, I gotta get on. And then I turned on my PC. I took a little break from work and then I just played some web fishing. And that's what life is about. You gotta know when to take breaks. Sometimes you just want to do some fishing. Interact with people, show up on the stream, and you could be like, oh, that's me on the stream. That's my character right there. And then the streamer's like, whoa, what the heck, that's a cool outfit. And then you draw something, and they're like, everyone, look at this day. Whoa, that's a cool drawing. That's good. It's good times. Drop 100 on a candy bar? I would never. I would never even buy candy. I don't remember the last time I even purchased candy. It's probably been years. It's been forever. Has anyone here purchased candy recently? What do you buy? What is the most common candy that you would purchase? Keep hearing good things about web fishing. It is a really good game. I would recommend it. I learned that you can float in the sky. If you stack tables on top of each other, there's like a table and there's the therapist chair thing or whatever that thing is called. You can stack them on top of each other and then just keep doing that. And then you can just be really high up in the sky. I've been doing that and everyone's like, whoa, how do you do that? It's cool. Last candy I had was sour apple high chews and these peach gummies. Kasugai. Wait, I remember those. Those are good, yeah. Kasugai gummies, I've had those. There's like, they got different flavors, like the grape one, Got the melon. Classic. That was a classic. When I was a kid, I had so much of those. It was good. Good taste. The mint chewing gums, what do you call those? Spearmint? Is that what you're thinking of? Spearmint gum? The ones that are allegedly good for your teeth. Yeah, spearmint, probably. Welcome, Orfish. I've only tried their kiwi, musket, and peach ones. I don't even really know what a musket is. I mean, besides like the gun, musket. But like musket, it's like is that a type of grape? I'm trying to think of which ones of those I've had. There's like, I may have also only had those 2 flavors, or those 3. Wolfie, you can stack a table and therapist chair and float in the sky. Therapist, interesting. Does anyone not know what I'm talking about? I can pull up the screenshot. I've been taking many screenshots of web fishing. Let me show you. Let me show you the screenshots, okay? You're gonna be like, whoa, how did he do that? How is he floating in the sky? That's crazy. Here, okay, look at this one. I wish you could drag screenshots into OBS. Oh wait, you can. What the frick? You can do that? I was like, I wish you could do this, and then you can. Okay. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you for the many gifted subscriptions. I'm gonna scroll down to see what actually happened. Thank you, Kiss Bees, for the several gifted. And then also thank you, Nutritious, for the gifted. And also to Kiss Bees again for 10. And also Namai for the 32 months. It's a lot of pop-ups. My computer's lagging. Alright, anyway, this is what I've been doing in web fishing. Wait, this is the wrong screenshot. But you can stack tables and then you can like float. It looks like I'm like up here, but I'm actually floating. If I can only pull up the screenshot that has a better viewing angle. Here, what about this one? This one. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know you could just drag screenshots into OBS. I always had to like add an image source and whatever. Look at this. I'm floating in the air. It's cool, right? It's so cool. You could do this. Where do you get the tables? The place that sells you the gambling stuff. The scratch cards. That's where you do it. Okay, and then also check this out. You can also put bushes on it. So it's like you just got like a floating bush. It's cool. Good times. Good times in web fishing. And then what? And then what else? You can also put buckets on it. Yeah, fly fishing. And then today, let's see, what did I do today? Here's what I did today. There's a summoning ritual. I participated in this. That was cool, right? Look at this. Everyone's here around the circle. Also, thank you, Kiss Bees, for the subscription. And then also what? And then I drew this one. I drew this today, web fishing. Good times. Always looking forward to web fishing. When I see someone streaming web fishing, I'm like, I gotta play that. I gotta join that lobby. And then a lot of times I'll just like, I'll just tune into Discord servers and be like, I won't say is anyone web fishing, but I'll check the gaming channels and be like, I sure hope someone posted the code to a web fishing lobby. Sometimes they do, and then I show up. Welcome, Zoli. What was I summoning? We don't even know. No one really even knows things. Do you know? Does anyone here know? Has anyone summoned anything? I don't know. Anyway. High Chew's also good. Those are some good foods. A lot of classic. What is everyone's favorite candy? Do I even have a favorite candy? I don't even know. Does anyone really know what time it is? Yeah, it's obviously 5:30 p.m. Eastern. It might be different in your time zone. Oh yeah, speaking of time, we have daylight saving time change this weekend, right? This Sunday, time will be different. For those of you in Europe, the time of my stream will go back to the usual time. You know, there's like this 1 week where everyone just has earlier Wolfie streams. You're like, what the? Wolfie streaming an hour early? That's crazy. But actually, to me, it's the same time. It's your time that has changed. Everything is different. 3 Musketeers or Snickers, but that's chocolate. I feel like chocolate and candy are 2 different things. I would not consider them in the same category. I don't know, some people do. Would you consider candy in the same category as chocolate? I wouldn't. I simply would not. I bought Haichu in El Paso, Texas. That's cool. Yeah, they're available in many places. You could find them at the local grocery store, assuming they sell Asian food. About a chocolate-covered Jolly Rancher. Are those real? I've never seen that. For a whole week, everyone will be saying, why am I so tired? So true. It's messed up. Hacked up that this would happen. That we would just change time an hour at a time arbitrarily. Welcome, Old Man Diabetes. Did I already greet you? I don't know. Thank goodness for modern clocks that save up from the clock ritual. Save us from the clock ritual. Yes. Not all clocks though. Cause like if you have a clock on your, what's it called? Your oven, or like a clock on your microwave, those don't change automatically. You have to like manually change those. And then sometimes you get too lazy to do it. And then like, you know, you get so lazy, but that the next time daylight saving happens, then your clock is correct again. And I think that's cool. Does no one have analog clocks anymore? I have them. I use analog. I have an analog clock in my room. I've had it for years. It's convenient. I can just look over at it. You know, look at that. It's 5:35. Actually, it's not. Okay, my clock is fast. My analog clock appears to be 3 minutes fast. But I've gotten used to it. I've heard kids can't read them anymore. Yeah, I feel like sometimes people don't know how to read them. I feel like when I was in high school, one of my classmates I feel like he didn't know how to read analog clocks, but he was too afraid to like admit it. There's like one time when he asked me what time it was, and I was just like, yeah, there's like a clock right there. And then like he would just be like, come on man, just tell me the time. I'm just like, you could look at the it's literally, it's not that far away, you can just look at it. And he's like, come on, just tell me. I'm like, do you not know how to read analog time? And he just did not answer. I feel like he didn't know. He was kind of like pretending like he couldn't see it. I don't know. I did tell him what time it was. But I think he just didn't know. I have analog clock in my room and my microphone picks it up sometimes. I feel like my mic doesn't pick it up for me. Or at least like no one has mentioned it. I have had some times in the past where I've like done calls before, like on not on Discord. This is before Discord was a thing, but with like a microphone, just like calling someone online, and they would be like, oh, that's a loud clock. And I was like, I don't notice. I've gotten so used to it, I don't even hear it anymore. The ticking is also nice. Yeah, I enjoy the sound of a ticking clock. It's good, you just get used to it. To be fair, literally everyone can easily check their phone now for the time. No, this was back when I was in high school. Not everyone had a smartphone. I mean, I guess he did have his own, like, flip phone. He could have just checked his phone. I don't know why he asked me. I don't know. Maybe it was out of battery or something. I still have an analog alarm clock. It's a little travel clock. I feel like having an analog alarm clock would be kind of annoying though. Did anyone have one of these as a kid? The one that had like the two bells on the side and then there was like a little hammer in the middle. And then when it's like time to wake up, the hammer would just hit the two bells repeatedly. I think when I was a kid, I had one of those. It was like a Doraemon clock. Yeah, mechanical one. I just very distinctly remember it. The color was very blue, obviously. You've never seen one of those? I feel like they're pretty rare. But I had it. I had one as a kid. PlayStation mic picks it up. Phone picks it up. I feel like no one has mentioned it. Like I can notice my analog clock ticking when I pay attention. But like no one at work has ever, like, you know, during Zoom calls, they've never been like, oh, that clock is loud. Maybe noise cancellation removes the sound. I don't know. Possibly. Also, welcome cat pots. I've never seen one of those in person. I guess we're not really missing out on that much. Yes, people have in fact mentioned the Alarmo. You had a Hello Kitty alarm clock. Was it the same kind? The one with the bell? I think those are cool. They're loud as heck, both in terms of ticking and the bells. They are pretty loud. There's something nice about them though, you know? Analog clocks, they're a relic of an old time, but they're still good. They will still continue to work. But then you gotta change them, you know? Whenever we have daylight savings changes, you gotta manually go up, turn the thing. It's kind of annoying. You have an analog FM radio in your room. Have it set to the local jazz station. Do people listen to the radio still? Anyone here listening to the radio on a regular basis? It was the one with the bell. They probably still make those. Maybe like not as often as they used to, but I feel like there's gotta be those still around. Listen to lo-fi on Spotify. What about the Nintendo app? The Nintendo Music app. You can listen to your favorite Nintendo songs on the mobile application now. Only some of them, not all of them. I don't know why they didn't release them on desktop. Like Spotify has a desktop client. Everything has a desktop client. But this Nintendo Music thing is like only on your phone? That's weird. Why not just release it on like Spotify? I don't know. I do enforce to, but it's not awful. Not even most of them. Wait, when you do what? I already forgot what question I asked. Classic streamer moment when I ask a question and I don't remember what I asked. What did I ask? Oh, do you listen to radio? Right. So true. Anyway, my face tracking is dead. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes, okay, it's fine. It's back. I'm afraid Nintendo Music is going to DMCA Nintendo Music on Twitch. I've heard it has started happening already. Maybe. Did I welcome Xtag? Recently had this experience where when I go to bed I hear this TikTok sound. TikTok, like the website. I searched my house and couldn't find any analog clocks. Decided I must be hearing my neighbor's clock through the wall. What if it was like all in your head? Could you just be imagining this and like it's not real at all? Wouldn't that be so scary? If your brain was like making up stuff and you're like, and I wonder what this is, and it's just, it doesn't even exist in real life. The human mind can just make stuff up. You know this? It's like tinnitus, but it's not really tinnitus. Does anyone have tinnitus? Are you by chance living in Silent Hill 2, the remake? What if it's a woodpecker slowly burrowing through your wall? I feel like it would be much more noticeable though. Because like, have you heard a woodpecker? I don't think I've ever seen one in real life. But from the videos I've seen, it's like very loud. I feel like you would notice like immediately. It's so rapid. Has anyone seen a woodpecker? Remember Woody Woodpecker, the cartoon character? You know that guy's like beloved in Brazil or something? I forget if it was Brazil, but like in some country, Woody Woodpecker is like the most popular cartoon character out there. Whereas like to most people, he's just like a guy that's just like, oh, remember this guy? And everyone's like, oh yeah, what happened to that guy? Whatever happened to Woody Woodpecker? Well, he's beloved. Okay, everyone in some country loves him. I see a couple every summer. They're pretty common over there. What? Are they like as loud as they seem? They're pretty loud. Hated his laugh. Everyone's a critic. It's very iconic though. Very iconic character that we don't see that often nowadays. A lot of characters like that. Remember many characters such as Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzales? I never see those guys anymore. What are they even up to? The ones here are not loud at all, but you do hear them, but it's not really annoying. Is it because like the trees are so far away? Huckleberry Hunt. Yeah, that guy. I don't even remember. Don't even remember that guy. Pepe got canceled. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, that guy was kind of problematic, honestly. Remember Snagglepuss? Remember the Pink Panther? I always thought those two were the same, but they're different. No one saw Joker 2. Also, isn't this Among Us? I know it's literally just the letter A. But you could look at this as Among Us, right? It's got some similarities. Trees are so big that the sounds are pretty deep and muted. I guess. I don't know. I guess that makes sense. I thought Speedy would have gotten canceled, but turns out Mexicans love him. That is true. I have heard that. You know, representation matters. In many cases. Like Among Us. You know what else matters? Among Us. Among Us is pretty important. Among Us. Speedy's cousin is cooler. What was his name? Lazy something? Remember that one episode? I remember. I've seen so many episodes of things. Slowpoke. Slowpoke Rodriguez. Slowpoke like the Pokemon? Remember Slowpoke memes? That was a thing. Those were things. Remember Snoopy's cousin? Was his cousin like a hippie? Because when I think of Snoopy's cousin, that's the thing that comes to mind. I don't know if I just made this up, but I think that's what it is. Who was that dog that was always sad? Was there a sad dog from cartoons? I don't remember. Droopy? Welcome, Macho Man. Droopy. Wasn't Droopy like the gnome? Droopy? I don't remember this guy. Where the heck is Droopy? Also, what's happening here? You did the bonk redeem, but it's like it's not going. What's happening? I don't even see the bonk. Oh, freaking VTube Studio. Man, every time you open VTube Studio and you have like, it has the pop-up that's like, make sure you back up your files. It doesn't allow redeems to go through. And like, I don't notice that window is open. And like, okay, why aren't redeems open? And then I have to like, open up VTube Studio and find out, oh, it's being blocked because I gotta click OK on this. Denchi, where are you? Denchi, can you fix this? I know to back up my files. They're backed up. Okay, don't you worry. Welcome, Defins. And then it messes everything up. I don't know how long this fish is going to be on my head for. It might be on there forever, for all I know. Anyway, it is in fact November. And before you know it, it's going to be December. And then it's going to be January. It'll be 2025. And then you'll go through like a whole month where you're writing down, you know, the year, and you'll write down 2024, and you'll be like, oh, actually, oh, shoot, it's actually 2025. Oh, I forgot. You have to start writing 2025, but then you still do the same thing for like months. And then eventually you get used to it. Classic moment. When the year changes and people have to get used to new things. Unbelievable. Imagine adapting to changes. Could not be me. I would simply never do that. No snack November. Is that real? Is that a real thing? Is anyone snacking? Any good snacks out there? Did anyone get any? I already asked about Halloween. I was gonna say, did anyone get any good candy for Halloween? But then many people were just like, I didn't do anything. The answer is probably no. Many people probably did not. But what if you did? Has anyone gone trick-or-treating? I've never done it. I've never been trick-or-treating. I've neither tricked nor treated. I've never done it. You slept. Friends of mine did sober October, no snacks, no alcohol, and caffeine. Not even like tea? What do they count as snacks, though? I can still go. Trick-or-treating? I don't think I should. I feel like if you trick-or-treat after Halloween, people will be like, what are you doing? And also at my age, they're like, you're not like a child. What are you doing here? In my entire life, yeah, I've never been trick-or-treating. I've never had the desire to do so. No, I've only had kids knock on my door once. Is it like also not really celebrated over there in Italy? Because I feel like that would make sense. Decaf tea, I don't know. I vibed to watch the G-Pool Halloween stream and had candy. G-Pool. Swell time G-Pool? A different G-Pool? It's $300 of candy. Wait, what? What are you saying? Oh, sorry. I got candy for trick-or-treaters, but only a few came, so I ate all the leftover candy. $300? I have been seeing a lot of tweets of people saying, like, they bought a lot of candy, but no one showed up. Or, like, some people would have signs that are like, please only take one thing of candy, and then the people actually do it, but then at the end of the day, they find out that no one actually trick-or-treats anymore, and then they're just left with, like, a ton of candy. They're like, man, I wish someone would have taken, like, you know, more than one piece of candy each. It happens. Times have changed. Everyone's just playing Fortnite. Web fishing. All the kids are out there playing web fishing. You know, there's one thing I'm glad of is that web fishing is not popular among the kids. Because imagine how much worse web fishing lobbies would be if everyone was like a screaming child. I guess it doesn't have voice chat, but you know what I mean. They all have like, you know, they don't know manners. They just start shouting at people. Yet, no, it will never be. It will simply never be popular with the kids because they already have Roblox. Why would they ever go on web fishing? They would simply never do it. Alright, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up here. Unhealthy snacks like chips and stuff, but what does it include tea for caffeine? Like tea is good, right? Tea. Most people's complaint is about coffee. Trick-or-treating as an adult after Halloween is a great way to get to know your neighbors. Is it though? Have you done it? Are you speaking from experience? Do you all, like, talk to your neighbors? Like, I don't. They kind of just exist. And every time I walk outside, I'll see them sometimes, and I just, like, have to be like, hey, how's it going? And I have to pretend like I care. And they also have to pretend that they care how I'm doing, where I'm just like... There was, like, one time where I was, like... I opened the door at, like 2 a.m. or something. I just, like, checking something outside, and, like, my neighbor was out there for some reason, and in my mind, I was like, what the frick is this guy doing outside at, like, 2 a.m.? I mean, like, I guess I was doing the same thing, but it just, like, weirded me out. I just pretended I didn't notice him. I pretended like I was just, like, you know, looking around, checking my mail. I don't know. That's how things go. You talk to your neighbor. You talk to your elderly neighbors. You say hi to them. Yeah, web fishing. Roblox does have everything. It is the everything app that Twitter wishes it was. Anyway, let me scroll down. Xtag says, what were you doing on Halloween as a 7-year-old instead? I just did not really celebrate Halloween. I don't know. I just went to school. I just watched TV, etc. November 1st is All Saints Day. All of them, literally all the saints. This is their day. I find that hard to believe. There's so many saints. Defint was at a small Halloween party. That sounds cool. Sorry, I'm like so behind in chat. I'm scrolling down now. You saw your neighbors for the first time yesterday? How long have you lived there? How could that be the first time? Surely not. Your neighbors glare at you. I don't think I've ever had, like, a conversation with my neighbors that I remember. It's always just been like, hey, how's it going? I don't even ask how it's going. I just say hi. And they just say hi. I don't know. Sometimes I hear them, like, shouting next door. I don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they're loud. Trick-or-treating after Halloween would be a great way to alienate your neighbors. Would it be? Would it be a great way? Like, the only interaction that I remember having with a neighbor, besides just saying hello, was, like, one time, like, a long time ago. When I was a kid. Our neighbors were, like, an old couple. And, like, they would, one time they were just, like, they had, it was Halloween and they had candy and they just gave me the candy. And I was like, I remember. It was like a Reese's peanut butter cup, which in my opinion is like the best thing to get on Halloween. It's like the best chocolate slash candy in my opinion. It's good. I would recommend. If you've never tried Reese's somehow, you should try it. It's good. That's the only thing I remember interacting with my neighbors, is that they gave me one of those one time. And it was good. A full candy bar, candy bar or Reese's is top tier. Yeah, Reese's is good. I've mentioned this before, but have you ever, do you know that you could get Reese's straight from the factory? That's right, they sell it. It's a thing they offer on their website. There's like a time when I used to work at a place and someone would just order Reese's fresh from the factory and then they would just bring it to the office. And he'd be like, would you like some Reese's peanut butter cups? And many people would be like, no, I'm fine. But then he would clarify. He's like, they're straight from the factory. And they're like, oh, what the? I gotta try this then. And it was good. It is actually very good. You could try it. It's not like some special thing where you're like, oh, you gotta contact, you know someone who works there. It's just a thing they offer on their website. They do it, I think, every few months. You can get it fresh. And it does taste so much better. And it's hard to explain, like it's just the peanut butter feels fresher. The chocolate is like not stale. It's good. They all really like November 1st, all the saints. Literally all the saints. Depends on if your neighbors have good humor or not. Good humor, isn't that the ice cream brand that might not exist where you live, so this reference doesn't make sense to you? Good Humor is a brand of ice cream here in the US. It is it is one of many ice cream brands. Anyway, good times. Good times that Halloween. You get to walk on the train. You know, you walk onto the train platform, you see many people dressed up. Just a good time all around. No, this is a vampire. It's a vampire with an afro. Can you believe it? And the good humor was a candy bar. Is it not an ice cream? I'm pretty sure it's an ice cream. Might be thinking of a good bar. Good bar? Good day? Isn't there there's like a chocolate brand called Good Day? Or Good Bar. I think it's Good Bar. Mr. Good Bar? Why is it called Good Humor? Did they have good humor? Probably. I would hope so. Because otherwise it's false advertising. You could sue them. You don't want that. You don't want them to be sued. I used to do shift work in a chocolate factory. It was pretty hardcore night shift work even as a young guy. What do you have to do there? What is it like working at the chocolate factory? Willy Wonka? Was it Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Did that guy really employ slave labor from Oompa Loompas? What's the deal? What is even the deal with that guy? Charlie. It wasn't even Charlie's. It was Willy Wonka. Do you have the ice cream cookies with comics on them? That does not sound familiar to me. I don't think I know what you're talking about. But maybe they do exist. It's possible that I've just never seen them. I don't think I have an ice cream cookie. What about ice cream sandwiches? Those are good. Haven't had one in a while. Those are pretty nice. I would recommend. What if people gave out ice cream on Christmas? I guess that would be a bad idea because it would melt. But what if it was cool? What if they did that and it was good? What if it didn't melt? What if you gave out Roblox gift cards on Halloween? You could do that. You could just have, you know, you could have Fortnite. Was their cash called? Fortnite gift cards. You could just give out V-Bucks. What if someone just gave out V-Bucks on Halloween? And then all the kids are like, you gotta go to this house. They got the best trick-or-treat thing. Virtual Fortnite currency. Steam keys for VTube Studio. You could totally do that. And then they'd be like, Mom, what is this? They're like, I don't know what this is. And then they start looking up VTubers and they're like, whoa, what the VTubing? I want to do that. And then they grow up to be a VTuber. You know, they could be the next legendary VTuber. Maybe. I don't know. Part of my work was making up the squeeze confectionery bags that are used on cakes. It was all packed by hand. Stock the warehouse on downtime. That sounds stressful. I feel like I would not do well working in a factory, like at all. Like I'm not, I feel like I'm not fit for that kind of stuff. I'm mostly fit for like desk work, you know? Desk work, I sure hope it does. It does in fact work. You know, just sitting at a computer, typing code and stuff like that. If I had to work in a factory, I think I would simply not survive. Trick or Robux. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. It is in fact 6 p.m. It's the time that I normally drink water on this stream. Alright, the reason why that took so long was because I accidentally dropped my controller. I picked it up. It's good now. Everything's good now. Writing that joke down actually funny. What joke? What joke are you talking about? I don't even remember. Do be sip. She do be sipping though. So true. Desk. Oh yeah, desk work. It sure does. Am I right, guys? So true. It's not actually funny. But what if it was? What if my jokes were actually humorous instead of just being slightly, sometimes observationally funny? What if they were like laugh out loud funny? You know, these jokes a lot of times are just like, haha, I could understand how that could be perceived as comedic. But sometimes you could just be like, oh man, that is the best joke. I sure wish that I had thought of that joke. Streamer, this is why you're the goats. This is the funniest joke I've ever heard. Oh my god, I'm gonna tell all my friends about it. And then they're gonna laugh and they'll think I'm a cool person for like watching this stream. And then they'll be like, where do you hear that from? Well, I can't believe this is a top tier joke. And then you could be like, oh, check it out, twitch.tv/Walfizz. And they're like, well, I gotta check that guy out. And they check me out and they're like, well, look at this guy. He's got the best emotes. I gotta follow him. And then they tune in and then I have like many viewers. And then I'm like the biggest streamer on the platform because of my jokes. And everyone's like, this guy's so funny. Guys out here, he's always like the best guy. This will happen. It will not happen. People tune in, they'll be like, oh, that's the small army guy. And then they'll be like, thanks for all your work. And I'll be like, thank you. And then they'll never come back. That's always what happens. They will never come back. It's fine. You guys have friends. You guys have friends. I have friends. Welcome, Corvo.moe. There are no jokes on this stream, only cold hard facts. Is that true? There's jokes. Sometimes we tell jokes on this stream. I'll tune in and you'll be like, Wolfie, tell me a joke. And I'll be like, I don't do that. I don't do that on demand. I only make jokes observationally. I can't come up with a joke on demand like some people can. There's got to be context. There's got to be observations that we make. Okay, you're telling someone to just make up a joke on the spot. No one can do that. Have I tried? No. Refuse to do so. Friends, what's that? It's a hit sitcom from the 90s and early 2000s. It features a group of friends that live supposedly in New York. They all have their own jobs. They're featuring Ross, who is a paleontologist. Featuring Joey, who is, I don't even know what he does. Featuring Phoebe, who plays the guitar sometimes. They go to a coffee shop called Central Perk. And she has a classic song known as Smelly Cat. That's right, everyone knows a Smelly Cat. They sing it on many episodes. They got Rachel. Rachel's there. I don't really know what she does, but she's there. They've got Chandler. That's the guy who says, could you be any more annoying? That's the guy. Oh, but he passed away. Unfortunately, that guy passed away. And then they got the other ones. Is that all of them? Monica? They had Monica. What did she do? I don't know. She was there. And that's it. That's all of them. That's all the friends that you will ever know. Chandler's the guy. Yeah, Chandler Bing. Did you ever want to sniff a cat? No. Never really had the desire to do so. I'm still confused why that show was so popular. Because some people found it funny. That's pretty much it. I genuinely laughed at the desk work joke. True, it sure does. It sure does, though. Apartment complex. I find it to be actually quite complicated, actually. It is actually quite complex, I agree. Death battle. Laugh versus I can't. They both are usable in different situations. I feel like I more often would like to use the I can't emote, but some people prefer laugh, and it's up to them to make that choice. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't even know. What is bro even yapping about? This guy's just out here saying things on stream. Reese's Cups, yeah, that was it. Halloween, right? I was talking about Halloween, but not like the movie Halloween. Welcome, Spectral Sheep. Thank you, thank you. You may notice my face tracking is not working at the moment. I don't know why that is. It happens. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes we just have to accept these things. That people's faces will just freeze for unknown reasons. You could look at this fishing guy in the corner instead. Look at him. He's right there. He's not even in the corner. I said in the corner, but he's not even in the corner. But now he is. Look at that. Look at this guy. He's right there. He's fishing on the web. Webbed fishing. Anyone web fishing right now? Is anyone out there web fishing right now? At this very moment? It could be you. Why even have this? There's only one possibility here. 3, 4. Anyway, what else is going on out there? Any cool events that are happening? Oh, this is a witch. I already know. This has got to be a witch. It's the only thing it could be. Yeah, Reese's Cups. True. It look like Mario? No, it's a witch. Obviously. It's a witch. 3. 3 and the 2? Can you believe this is a 2 right there? 4 and the 2? What about that society? What even is society? Cool events. A law passed where McDonald's now can repair their ice cream machines. I think I did see that. Oh, you know what else happened? New York legalized jaywalking. I saw that before it was posted on the Discord, but I was like, that's just a thing that happens, you know? As someone who lives in New York, it's just a thing that people do. It's just like, people have been doing it. You could just jaywalk in front of a police officer and they won't do anything, usually. But I guess this formalizes it. Because, you know, they were enforcing it selectively. Disproportionately, you know, if they just didn't like someone, they could be like, oh, you're not supposed to jaywalk. Even though literally everyone does it. And then they could choose to arrest people. But now they can't do that. They cannot do this anymore. I don't know what jaywalking... It is when you cross the street not at an intersection. Which is like, that's normal, right? Many people do that in every country. But some places it's not allowed. Anyway, that was Halloween. That was in fact a Halloween challenge for Stitch. Let's move on to Picross. I will change the category to Picross S2. That was illegal, technically, but like, it's one of those laws that no one really cared about. Because I didn't know it was illegal until it was announced that it was legal. I was like, wait, what? You made it legal? A thing that's been legal forever is now legal? And then I was like, I guess it hasn't been legal. Welcome, Dubstep Cheetos. Found out. What were you doing? Also, welcome, Cowfriend. Was it web fishing? Oh, it wasn't web fishing. Roblox. That's pretty much web fishing. I hope you had a good time playing Roblox. I hope those robes were in fact locked. Roblox. Anyone out there locking the robe? What is your favorite law that you don't care about? Police officer question mark? Jaywalking. That's a thing. Anyway, I noticed that like sometimes when I when I would travel to Japan, a lot of people definitely did not jaywalk. Like even though there were no cars on the road and there was like the street was empty, a lot of times I would see people just waiting for the light, even if the intersection was literally like, you know, they could walk over it in like 2 seconds. Like that's crazy. It seems so inconvenient to just do that. People follow the rules, but it's like there's nothing there. There's like no cars. There's not even any people to see you. Thank you for stopping by, Kiss Bees. It's common here as well. Yeah, it's like I've heard it's also very common in Europe for people to just cross the street whenever it's convenient. And that makes sense because otherwise then you're beholden to cars, you know? Cars can't rule us. We have to rule the cars, okay? A lot of people design their cities around cars when it should be designed around people. Cars are not people. It messed up. The things that people do to appease the car lobbies. Real talk, while we're talking about bees, do they fart? I don't know. You can look that up. Does anyone happen to know? I doubt someone just happens to know. It feels like esoteric information that many people would not know. What about the hit 2006 movie Cars, where the cars were in fact people? What about it? What about it, huh? I've never even seen that movie. I don't even know anything about Cars. All I know is that there are characters and they talk. And that Lightning McQueen was cancelled. That he did. Why would he do these things? Now that you wait for the signal and cross even when there's no car. Oh, I thought you meant jaywalking. I don't know. It just... There's no reason to wait. There's no cars. There's literally no cars. But then you could be like, no, but actually there's no cars. But what if there was? What if suddenly there was a car that just showed up out of nowhere? And that one, I can't even respond. I don't even know how to respond because obviously it doesn't exist. Cars are not even real. That said, sometimes people will enjoy life and not cross the road when the traffic light is red with no cars around. To enjoy life. Imagine enjoying life. Cringe. I would rather suffer. I'm kidding. I would rather not suffer. Anyone out here suffering? Anyone not enjoying life? Actually, don't let me know. Don't tell me. If you are not enjoying life, I hope you do enjoy it. At some point. You might be suffering, you know, a lot of people sick at the moment. A lot of streamers that I've seen are sick, and not in the good way. Sick, but bad. You can't even speak. I say it's funny here, because in the south everyone does it, and the cars let you. But in the north, cars will just never stop if you're not at intersections. I remember when I went to California one time, they hate pedestrians over there. You try to cross the road, they're like, what the frick is someone's walking? That never happens. The cars start honking at you. Because they've never seen someone try to cross the road before. It's messed up. It's messed up, man. Welcome, Slime Molder. Sick and bad. But bad, like, not in a good way. Bad in the bad way. I looked up if bees fart, and they do actually. Well, glad you figured that out. We did not have to answer this for you. You could have simply found it out. And you did. Congrats. Yeah, that happened to me in Pittsburgh. What, like crossing the street and cars honking at you? It's messed up, man. It is hacked up. If they would even do this. What if you were a car? Is anyone here a car? If so, how are you watching this stream? How do cars even watch streams? They can't. They're not allowed to. If you are a car, leave right now. You are not allowed to watch this stream. Cars are cringe. They do not belong in this stream. California is actively hostile to pedestrians. It's insane. Right? When I went there, I was like, you can't walk. No one, it's not designed for walking. People don't expect you to walk. When you do walk, cars are like, what the frick is this guy doing? Who does this guy think he is? Using the sidewalk, which was meant for pedestrians. He's trying to cross the street. What the frick? I've never seen that. I've only ever seen other cars. I think that's cringe. Anyway, we talk about this too much. We've had too many streams where we just talk about cars being cringe. And this is another one. This is another one added to the list. Car is bad. I'd want to be a little Volkswagen Beetle or a K-truck. Is it true that those trucks are illegal in the US? That they're banned for some reason? Wait, this is wrong. This here is wrong. This clearly has to be up here. And maybe yeah, this has to be. It literally has to be. Literally must. They're too small for what though? I love this genre of stream rambling that's just talking about cars for no reason. There is a reason. It's because cars are bad. You can import them, but only if they're 25 years old, I think, because there are a different set of rules for older cars. So it was like a legacy. They've been grandfathered in. Welcome, JB Hutt. I know you're the Pomu guy. You're the I'm Pomu guy. The guy who invented sliced bread. I don't even know bread. Who even is that guy? What is bro even doing? Why do you have beef with cars? Because they're bad. Because car-oriented society. There's a lot of history. Okay. Just, you know, cars, I don't even know where to start. Why do I know you? Don't know me? Alright. No, there's a bad mods ban this guy. Get this guy out of here. Do you ever dream of riding a specific kind of car? Driving a specific kind of car? No. I don't even know car brands. Like, sometimes people will just be like, oh, check it out. This car, obviously, it's a 2007 Corolla. This is a 1997 Chase sedan or whatever. Is that even a brand? Chase is a bank. What am I saying? Or they're like, oh yeah, obviously this is a 2017 Ford Focus with auto steering, whatever. I'm like, I don't know what that is. How do so many people know different types of cars? I don't. Oh, this is a Honda Civic. I don't even know what that is. No one knows. No one even knows cars. Welcome, Ka the Uster. I don't know. How do you pronounce your name? Kathuster? Ka the Uster. My dream car is not owning a car, but sadly I kind of have to. Yeah, that is the unfortunate truth for many people. You know, you gotta like deal with gasoline, you gotta drive places, you gotta get car insurance. No, I think it's too much. I would simply not. My knowledge of being able to refer to car models is 1 trucks, 2 normal cars, 3 Beetles, 4 the color of the car. Yeah, the red car. The green car. I feel like if people use like ride-sharing apps or like Uber or Lyft or whatever, don't those like usually say like, oh, your driver is gonna show up in a 2007 Corolla Civic or whatever. I don't know. Honda Civic. You know, like, I don't know what that looks like. I mean, they do show a picture, but also I'm like, I can't distinguish this from like a different car. I mean, obviously there are some cars that are obvious, right? Because like a Scion, it's like a box looking car. Volkswagen Beetle, like that's obvious. But then like, you know, I don't know what like a Toyota Corolla is. I don't know what a Civic is. I know what a Jeep is. I can identify a Jeep. I would be able to identify if for some reason they were driving a Cybertruck, I would recognize that, unfortunately. I don't think I would recognize a Tesla though. I don't know what those look like. Ever been in a cube? Aren't we all in a cube right now? Don't we all live in a cube in some way or another? The cube known as society is keeping us in. Kind of crazy how someone can look at a car and tell you it's a 2009 Chevy Impala. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. What even is? Isn't that just like a type of deer? And just naming cars after animals. Electric cars are pretty distinctive because they don't have grills. I don't know if I would be able to tell. I don't even know where the grills are on a car. What even is a grill? Any grills in chat? So true. This is where you got me, I'm a grill. No. Grill. Grill. Isn't that what you do when you barbecue? The vent? Oh, like in Among Us, the vent. I never really understood the appeal of Jeeps. Why do they have those ugly spare tires on the back instead of a normal trunk? Don't they have a normal trunk as well, though? You don't have to put the tire on the back. I think it's just probably just convenient to do so. Honestly, my dad does this all the time. He'll go, whoa, check out the Honda BRZ going by. You should know I have no idea what he means. What if he was just making stuff up? It's like, yo, son, check out this 2020 Honda Bofa. And you're like, Dad, I don't know what that is. It's like, got him. So true, he fell for it. Check out the 2007 D's. The 2007 Goblin. My dad, I don't know what that Goblin D's got him. He would trick you so easily. You wouldn't even know. Welcome, Sheriff Pumpkin. I don't know. I don't think many cars have grills. Why would they need to grill stuff? Because sometimes if you go to like a football game, and I mean football as in American football, they have tailgating parties. People do grill sometimes. I would assume that the grill on the car is what they use to grill. They're not obviously carrying around a grill, because that'd be dangerous. The grill would have to be part of the car. Good point. Exactly. I know sports. I know everything there is. I'm like the biggest fan of sports to ever exist. You're like, Wolfie, do you see the ball game? I'd be like, yeah, definitely. The Dodgers, they were there. They were playing sports. They won. Do you see that? The Dodgers, they won the World Stadium. What is it? The Cup? The World Cup? The World Series? The World Series. That's what it was. You see that? And then everyone's like, oh, what the? It's because of Hololive. Because they collabed with Hololive EN. Gura was there. She sang a song. And that's why they won. Yeah, then they have to. They're like, they have to get her back on. She was good luck. Name every sport. 2007 Honda Civic. 2005 Toyota Corolla. 2008 Tesla Cybertruck, and American football. Yeah, George Foreman grills. Cars truly are magnificent. They just have grills on them. They do. You ever see videos of people frying eggs in a hot car? I have not. Actually, no, I think I have. I think I have seen that. They do get pretty hot. Sometimes you're like in a car and you're like, why the heck is it so hot in this car? I don't even know. We don't even understand, man. Yankees needed the Seinfeld buff to compete. What does that mean? What countries outside of Japan and the US are good at baseball? Are there other countries that care about baseball, like besides America and Japan? No, Korea. Korea has a lot of baseball, right? There was like a whole thing where like in Korea they throw their bats. Do you know that? They throw their bats as like a sign of celebration. When they do like a good swing and they do like a home run or something, they do like fancy throws of their bats. But apparently in the US that is considered bad manners. It's like showing off or whatever. But in Korea, I saw a video. It's like actually bat throwing is like everyone loves it. It's like a spectacle. Whereas if you do it in the US, it's like BM. They're like, you're insulting the game. How dare you do this? Your opponent deserves better than this. I can't believe you would throw your bat. But it looks cool. People do it. The Dominican Republic, do they also have a lot of baseball? Baseball. The worst is when it's a hot car and you gotta out the pool or what? You just got out of the pool, you burn your knee. I can't relate to this. I've never gone to the pool and then had to go into a car. But I could imagine that that would be unpleasant. Probably. I've just never done it. Cuba, Venezuela, Mexico to some extent. There are a lot of unwritten rules in baseball that are pretty ridiculous. What is an example of this? What is a rule? Googled Korean bat throwing. Did not see anyone throwing around a wild bat. Aren't all the bats wild though? The World Series is a US only tournament. I don't know actually. Is it a US only? It'd be weird to call it the World Series if it's just the US. Also, welcome Alt Jakar. I did not greet you. I did see your message where you said hello, but I did not read it out loud for some reason. But you are here now. Bat dogs. US and Canada. Yeah, the World Series. The only two countries in the world, US and Canada. What are they thinking? What are they even thinking, man? They think they're the world. Welcome, Probs, not Jack. Does anyone, like, when you see the word world, do you think of, like, world as in spelled like this? Because I often think that. I was like, what if instead of World Series, it was like a World Series, but spelled like this? Wouldn't that be funny? If they just, like, whirled them around. It happens. Oh, yeah, World. Remember Puppy World? Does anyone remember? This is, like, the most obscure thing. There was, like, back in the days of Flash animations, there was this one Flash animation, Puppy World. It was like this gruesome, horrific stick figure thing, and then at the end there's like a puppy just spinning around. It's like Puppy World, Puppy World, Puppy World. Yay! I remember that. You look it up, you'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about. But then you see the video and you're like, oh frick, I remember this. Puppy World, yeah. I was there. I remember. Yeah, you remember. It's very gruesome. There's a lot of, like, stick figure death. Whatever. Lord of the World, so true. By over, I mean you're up by 9 runs or something, but not literally. Sorry. People get pissed if you keep trying to score after the game is over. Oh, it's like if you play StarCraft and you're like obviously winning so much, but then like you don't end the game. And then they're like, I can't believe this is bad manners. Why would you not simply forfeit? I don't know. I don't know sports. I know I just named every sport, but I don't really know sports. Yes, I do remember Happy Tree Friends. High quality stick figure flash animations is now an artifact of old internet. No, it still exists. I'm sure you can find many YouTube channels devoted to stick figure combat videos. If you don't like it, you can forfeit. Otherwise, you shouldn't expect people to stop trying. Yeah, I don't know. What are they doing? Why are there so many unwritten rules? Why don't they just write the rules down? So that they're no longer unwritten, so that they become written. Yeah, he's saying so many things. Everyone should be doing this. In StarCraft, it is considered good manners to surrender when you think it's hopeless. Yes, because then otherwise you're wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your own time. Wasting your opponent's time. You're wasting the viewers' time if there are any viewers. But like, what if it was possible though? What if you could have won? Now YouTube animation is basically just either animation memes or storytime animation. What? What the? YouTube? Anyone even using YouTube right now? Anyone watching this stream on YouTube? But you're learning? Are you though? Because I feel like if you are losing, that you would know when to give up. Sometimes giving up is the answer. A lot of times people say never give up, you know, never surrender. But I would say sometimes you should surrender. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to keep going. Depends, obviously, on the situation. Watching it on Justin TV? I don't think so. I think you made that up. That website is not real anymore. Anyway, good times out there. Sports. Sport times. Sports time. I don't even know why I talk about sports. You know, I just bring up sports and it's like, I don't really even know sports, and yet I'm talking about it. In StarCraft, never surrender means you float over buildings as Terran with no mining base while the opponent tries to scramble some flyers. True. I don't really know what that means, but so true. So true. And it's a classic thing that people do, probably. Favorite sport is Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah, any Beetles out there? Any Beetle enjoyers? The Beatles. Remember the Beatles? The band with such songs such as Yellow Submarine. And other songs like Hey Jude, that was a song, you know? Jude, who even was Jude? I don't even know. But they had a song. Beatles. Loose in the Sky with Diamond. No, that's the new Catholic mascot. Loose? You don't see Loose? The new blue-haired anime character in like a yellow raincoat? It's Loose. John Lennon. Yeah, John. What if instead of John Lennon, it was John Lemon? And he was a lemon. Boy, I'm John Lemon. This is a Northernland bit. If you've not heard this, you're like, oh, he's so funny. He's making up a new bit. No, this is a Northern Lion moment. Welcome, Cass. You have a very bad cold. That is unfortunate. Many streamers I've watched have also been sick recently. I hope you recover soon. How would I feel if the Catholic Church announced their own VTuber? I would have no real opinion. Because I'm not religious. And I do not really know what they're up to. I don't even know what they do. Loose VTuber. I did see someone posted fan art. They have an anime. Now I'm literally talking about this. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about loose. Is it pronounced loose? Or luce? Luce? Lucy? Luce? Luce? How do you pronounce it? I don't know. They do Catholic things. What matters is that she's cute. Is she cute though? Does it really? It's pronounced Lutz. I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read that. Can any Italians in chat? Laketh is Luce. Luce. Laketh is Italian. Welcome, sir. You. Ralphie, would you be the Catholic VTuber if they paid you $1 billion? I feel like I would not be qualified to do so. It would be very weird for them to ask me, considering I'm not religious. I don't think I would do it, because I feel like that would be a very important position to have. And if you mess up, they're gonna cancel you. And many people will hate you. They'll be so upset they will try to dox you. Imagine if that happened. Imagine if they had auditions. You could audition. It's kind of like being the Pope, but like for weebs. I was curious about the story of this Wolf's rat. It's just a rat. It's just a drawing of a rat. There is no story. Rats are often found in New York, and sometimes I say, check out this rat that I saw, and then I post an image or video of the rat, and that's it. Anyway. There's 3 of her right now here, 1 big balloon one and 2 smaller ones. What, like, of what? Like physical manifestations of the mascot? I see. Surely VTuber Luce would play the game presented to the Pope Undertale? I don't know. Do you think the Pope even looked at that? I know he was gifted Undertale, but does he even know? I feel like trying to keep up the pressure of being like a Christian VTuber would be too much. TBH. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like many people would just be upset with you. No matter what you did. I did see an explicitly Christian VTuber a while ago where they were reading the Bible. Yeah. Prayers from Abigail. Apparently they've not been around for a while. I don't know where they went. But I did not watch their streams, but I was aware of them. There's also VTubers that like read the Quran and all that. A lot of religious VTubers that we don't know about simply because we're not religious. But they do exist. They're just out there in their own world and we don't know. Maybe you do know. I don't know. A lot of VTubers. There's so many VTubers out there. Imagine knowing all of them. Wouldn't that be scary? If there was someone out there who somehow knew every single VTuber. You're like, what the heck? That's like thousands of people. How could you possibly know? They're always debuting every day. Every day there's probably at least 5 VTuber debuts. Like 5 graduations. I don't know. Virtual sin forgiveness is a thing. Oh yeah, was that like a thing during the pandemic? Like, I know like you have to go to church to like confess your sins or whatever. But like when COVID was a thing, you can't do that, right? Because like quarantine. So like, did they have like Zoom calls where you would just call in and then someone would be like, tell me your sins, and then You tell them, and then they're like, okay, you're forgiven, etc. Zoom confessionals, Discord calls where they would just forgive you on the call. The same way people know thousands of Pokemon, but they're real people, though. Welcome, Nanodan. Can that Wolfie in the top left corner explain itself? No, I don't know what this is. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. I need to fact check that Vocaloid producer Orange Star is a Mormon that writes their songs to represent Mormon ideals thing. I don't know who that is. I've not heard of him. Your church had a group like that? Had a group chat, I remember. For like sin forgiveness. I think it's cool that VTubing is a hobby where people can do whatever they enjoy. So true. I mean, I guess that's just like streaming in general. It's not like specific to VTubing. But people do be out there just doing things. And I think that's cool. Let's see, you wouldn't even need to turn your camera on. What if you made it up though? What if, oh, have you guys seen that one video that went viral some time ago? There was like, I forget what it was, but it was like, it might have been like Muslim or it was like something like that. Where like someone was like confessing, like, you know how like you can't eat pork? But then some guy was like, oh, actually, like I accidentally like fell onto some pork and then like the pork just like entered my mouth and then like I chewed it and they're like, oh, I don't know, I guess that's okay. And then like and then I had like some other stuff that I wasn't supposed to eat. I don't know. I remember seeing that video. That was a entertaining video. I obviously ate it on purpose. Welcome, Yuko. I don't know. I don't even know. Imagine knowing things. Imagine being a knower. Does anyone here know things? Anything we should be aware of? Things out there? It was Ramadan video. It was shawarma that fell. Oh, yeah. There's shawarma. Anyone here have shawarma? Oh, okay, yeah, it was different. It was not pork. It was just a time that they were not supposed to be eating food. I see. Has anyone here not eaten food? Has anyone here gone their entire life without consuming any food? I would be surprised if so. Any robots out here? Any robots in the chat watching the stream? Video. That is in fact a list, a link to a video. A list of videos. You only ate beef jerky today? Today I ate some leftovers from work. There were some pork sandwiches, some ham and pork sandwiches. And I took several home yesterday. I had to take them home in a way that didn't seem suspicious, because I feel like sometimes they're like, you should not be taking you should not be taking this much stuff. Like I went down and then like I took a few and then like later, like half an hour later, I went down again and got another one. Ham and also pork. Yeah, different. Because like when you think of ham, I think of like sliced ham. When I think of pork, I think of like pulled pork. That's what it was. It was ham and pork. No, not ham flow. Just because it's ham, it's not ham flow, okay? They're not the same. They're related, but they're not the same. I heard about some monk who said he never ate food. Then, like, what did he do? How is he alive? Even. Has anyone done a Picross speedrun? Yes. Not me, but there is a category for it. I don't think it would be that interesting to watch. Because it's probably just memorization. I guess a lot of speedruns are just that. I don't know. Photosynthesis? I doubt it. He drinked food. I guess that is possible, right? If like, how solid does something have to be considered food? Because like, what if you just like grinded up all of your meals such that it was considered more liquidy than it was like foody, and then like your entire life, you just do that. I guess it is possible. Broth is food, but like, what if it's not thick enough to be considered broth? That's what I'm saying. What if it wasn't Super Mario broth? So I used to sneak food home from catering events in coffee cups. That's good. It's good. Good food. I saw Brain Age speedrun. I've seen that. I've seen that. They mess with the thing that identifies what you drew, and they draw stuff that's not numbers. What even is broth? Broth is like when you boil material. I don't know. I don't know the description, but I know intuitively what it is. Isn't that weird? That we, like, there are things that we don't know the formal definition of, but then it's like we intuitively know, like, you know, based on our lived experiences. Super Mario Broth? No, Super Mario Broth. I was literally saying that. Super Mario Broth. Okay, this is definitely wrong. This has got to be this. Broth is usually water and whatever you infuse into it. Yeah, but that's not really, because then you could just, it's like juice, right? When you have like orange concentrate and you add water, that's not broth. I feel like broth usually needs to have like some kind of like protein, maybe. I don't know. Collagen? Yeah, collagen. Wait, we definitely talked about this, didn't we? No, it was when we were talking about the difference between jelly and jam. It was a different thing. Your favorite speedrun of all time is Nintendogs? What do they do? What even is the completion criteria for Nintendogs? Orange broth. Broth is when you boil stuff to leach out flavors and nutrients into water. I'm thinking of stock. I don't know the difference between stock and broth. I mean, I guess it was just explained in chat just now. I don't know. Result of boiling something until the perfect water to flavor ratio is achieved. But what if it's not perfect, though? What does perfect even mean? Stock has bones? But what if you remove the bones? Does it have bones necessarily? Yeah, you can make stock with a boneless stock. Has bones involved in the process? Does it though? Could you have broth that is made of boneless things that don't normally have bones? Wait, something here is wrong. How can this 8 to be? What did I do here? This should not be there. Why did I mark this as being here? I'm gonna restart this. I got confused at some point. All beginner contest beaten was the... Oh, they have contests in Nintendogs. SEO page making pun, broth versus stock, what the difference boils down to. Yeah, broth is a thing you cook when you distill material, and stock is when you invest in the market. You place capital on companies and they earn money, and you obtain money based on how the company is doing. That's what Google is doing nowadays. When you ask Google to explain something to you, it will take it literally. It will just misinterpret your words, feed them into the AI machine, and be like, oh, obviously, stock is this kind of stock. but it's not. Stock is a wooden stick in German. Stock is like a thing with a gun. The thing on the gun, you know, gun stocks? That's a thing. I don't know what a gun stock is, but it exists. Did you hear Google got fined $11 billion? No, it was $1 decillion. That's even more than 11 billion. I did see that. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like a parody account that, like, you know, sometimes you just see on Twitter people like making stuff up. And then like when I saw it posted again, I was like, wait, this is like real. It's like really happened. What are they doing? What are they even thinking, bro? What is bro even doing? I don't even understand what money is. It's Russia, so it's real, but I thought it was like a fake account. Sometimes, like the way it was phrased was so like it made it seem like it was fake. They were just like, they have charged them $100 decillion, and then the next bullet point was like, this is more than the GDP of the entire world combined. And I was like, okay, this is obviously fake, but it wasn't. It was not fake. It was real. Oh, you know what else is real? This. That's real. Web fishing. Love that game. Anyway. Got 3 right there. So true, right? Reel in, get it? Real, like the fishing rod, real? True. So true. When words have multiple definitions, but they're spelled or pronounced in a similar way. That's comedy. That's the basis of comedy. Interpreting things in different ways. When words are homophones. So true. Homophonic in the year 2024? I can't believe that they would even do this. Bat. I wonder what language has the most homophones? I don't know. English? I mean, like, a lot of English is just, like, words taken from other languages. And so, like, the likelihood of it conflicting makes sense. Japanese, Chinese. I feel like it's less common in Japanese and Chinese. Because, like, Chinese has, like, tone indicators. It only sounds the same to people that don't realize that the tone matters. Doesn't Chinese have a bunch of words that only differ in the tone? That's like literally like all Chinese words. But the tone, I would consider tone to be part of the definition of the word. Because it's inherent in the language. I don't know, I guess, I don't know. Maybe. Any linguistics majors in chat? Japanese doesn't use tone that much. It does, actually. Do you know that they do, actually? Maybe you just don't notice, but they do. I thought they did. I used to also think they don't really, but I saw a video and they're like, oh shoot, I never noticed. They do, actually. Not that much. I don't know. I guess it depends what you mean by that much. Because it was, in fact, more common than I thought. There's this word, fahren. Drive around and drive over. Mandarin and Cantonese are tonal. Yeah, many words that sound similar. Vic has no idea what we're talking about. We're talking about languages. Words. Words that have words. That doesn't make sense. Words that have words. So true. Words that sound similar. When mom means 8 different words in Chinese based on tones. Isn't it 4? Aren't there simply... There's 4 tones. Do you know how to, like, You know how like when people Romanize Chinese words, but then they have like the little accents over them? Do you know how to interpret that? Because I learned it's actually very intuitive. That there's like 4 accent markers. There's one that's like a horizontal dash. There's one that's like it goes up. There's one that goes like this, and there's one that goes down. And then it's just like imagine you're walking up a hill and then you say the word, and it's like it's going up in tone. It goes down, goes down. Mandarin has 4 tones, Cantonese has 7. I did not know that. I did know about the 4 tones in Mandarin. I did not know about Cantonese. There's also multiple words with the same tone. What? Why would they do that? Why would bro even do that? The word with the most definitions is run, with over 645 different meanings, but they're all pronounced the same. You could run like physically. You could execute a program. That's a run. A run could also be a noun, such as the length of something. Run length encoding. That's one. You could run up the bill. You know, the electric bill. You could run that. You could run the water. You could run a business. You could run. I don't know. You could run everything. Opinion is only helpful if you know Chinese. But what if you're simply communicating to, I don't know. What if you're encoding information that you don't understand? But then the person on the other side understands. You speak English, name all 645 definitions of run. Running, such as a race. Running, such as when you... I don't know. What is the most obscure definition of run? What even could it be? I remember one time I was in Japan and I was meeting up with a bunch of people. And there's a term in Japanese called speed learning. I didn't know this was a thing. I was having a conversation and this guy mentioned he was like getting into speed learning. Like he's trying to learn English really fast. But then I thought he said like he was learning English by watching speed runners. Cause like the way you say learn in Japanese sounds a lot like run. And then I was like, oh yeah, what videos have you been watching? I watch speed runs. And he was very confused. And I was confused and I was like, I don't know. What are you talking about? And then later I understood that he meant speed learning. Welcome, Taffy. It's like speed running versus speed learning. And it's like, what? It sounds the same, but it's not. One of them is longer. Okay, they're elongated slightly. And also due to the fact that I did not know the word. Anyway, that's a thing. Now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. It is also interesting that there's like Japanese words that are like English words, but then words that we don't use in English. Like we don't say speed learning here. That's not really like a thing. Also, there's like Indian English, as in like the country India. They have like words that we don't use in American English. Like a lot of times they'll say revert. Have you noticed that? They'll say revert as in like, I'll get back to you on this. Please revert with this thing. I will revert to you with this change. Or like today morning. That's a thing that's used very often in Indian English that we don't often say in American English. We don't say today morning. We say this morning, right? This morning. But then when you hear it, you're like, is that valid English? But then I was like, oh, it's like a distinct thing. I didn't know that. But now I know. Do the needful. I've never even heard that. I'm gonna hydrate. It is 7 p.m. Alright. Maybe run to make a golf ball roll forward after alighting, or run a fish having made a migration or spawning run, a fresh run, a salmon run? Wait a second. There's like a mode in Splatoon called Salmon Run. I've never really considered what that meant. I've never stopped to think that a salmon run could like actually be a thing that salmon do. Like salmon don't run, they swim. What are they talking about? Salmon run? No, they swim. But I guess a salmon run is a thing. Yeah, don't mind. Anyway, like sometimes you hear words that like they don't make sense, or like they do make sense, but like we don't typically hear them. Like the phrase today morning. I hear that and I'm like, that's a weird way to say it, but like it makes sense. Why don't we say today morning? Why do we have to say like this morning? Because like we do say tomorrow morning and like yesterday morning, but we don't say today morning. Why is that? What's the deal? So true. Why is English so inconsistent? If anything, today morning makes more sense. It's more consistent. Yeah, we say this morning, but why not today morning? Even today's morning sounds weird. Also, there's this one thing that I've noticed in so I listened to Headspace Sleepcast to go to sleep, and there's like this one sleepcast that's like there's like a cat marina. You're walking around on a pier that has a bunch of cats on it. And there's like this one phrase. Oh wait, no, that's not the one. There's one that you go to space, maybe. No, maybe it is the cat one. Anyway, it's irrelevant. Basically, there's a phrase that they say in it that I never considered. It's like, you know how people say you never know who you might meet, right? That sounds natural to us. But then, in this case, what happens if you're talking about someone else's perspective? When you say, he never knows who he might meet, right? They say that in the Sleepcast episode, and that always strikes me as sounding weird. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, we never really say that, but it makes sense intuitively based on, like, you know, the other phrase, he never knows who he might meet, or like, you never know who you might meet. I don't know. It's weird. A lot of words and phrases that work like that. Have you ever considered this? I do say you to mean someone in the abstract. Yes. He'll never know who he might meet. Yes. He'll never know. But we don't, do we say you'll never know who you might meet? Because we do just say you never know who you might meet. We don't need the apostrophe LL in that case. Why is English like that? Why do these things even happen? Anyway, I'm sure there's many other cases where these things are inconsistent. Phrases that you never hear from other perspectives. Anyway, what do I do in this puzzle? There's definitely something to do here, but I don't know what it is. What about this? What about this? What if this was here? This has to be here. Words. Imagine using words online. You ever used words before? I have. I'm using words right now. I find words to be very confusing sometimes. He's crying. He's literally crying because of words. 1-4 across. 5th row from bot lane. Okay, so this can't be here. Okay, there's bot lane right there. Go mid, you gotta go mid. Oh, he's at top, like he's in jungle. Streamer, check jungle. Oh, there's the 4 is in the jungle. Streamer, go to bot lane. Obviously bot lane. Okay, there's literally bot lane right here. It's ganking bot. He's ganking mid. He's feeding. I don't know what that means. He's feeding. I can't believe he's feeding. Bro, he's feeding so much. We're losing power. That's not a thing people say. They don't say we're losing power. Did anyone lose power recently? That recent hurricane that happened. When was that? That was like a few weeks ago. Is that over? Is this still happening? Okay, we got a 2. We got the 1. Got another 1. Where else could I even go? Lose power. Where did power go? Chainsaw Man. I don't know Chainsaw Man. All I know about Chainsaw Man, there's a character named Power. It's a strange name. Technically, hurricane season lasts for another month. I think peak season is August, September. Is there another hurricane coming up? Man who becomes a chainsaw. And there's also a dog that has a chainsaw on his face, right? Pochita? Is that their name? Is that even a dog? I don't even know what creature it is. I think it's a dog. Kind of looks dog-like. What do I do here, though? If you were solving this puzzle, what would you even do? He's the man. He's the chained sawman. Chainsaw man. I find that hard to believe. Chains don't have eyes. How could a chain even see a man? I don't think this is realistic. I've seen many chains before. None of them had the ability to see. I can't believe this. So true, Wolfie. So true. He's right, and he should say it. It's cinema. Cinema. What do I do? What do I do to 5? What if this 5 was here? What if this 5 was here? And that would mean this thing is here, and also, yeah. This is a German thing. Und also, yeah. Does anyone know this? I was told this by a German friend a long time ago. Actually, it was Denchi's brother. Before I knew that Denchi had a brother, I knew Denchi's brother from like 20 years ago. And then he said, and also, yeah, this is a common German thing that people say. It's not a common thing. It's like a meme. And then I was like, I remember that. I will remember that for the rest of my life. Any Germans in chat? Many Germans. But what do I do, though? In this situation here? Oh, wait. This 2 has to be here, obviously. Oh, you know what else happened? Did you see the Costco guys went on Jimmy Fallon TV show? And Jimmy Fallon seemed so annoyed at them. They tried giving something 5 booms, and he was just like, okay, yeah, 5 booms, okay, move on. Next segment, I'm gonna have you try these things. And then they tried the things. Yeah, Rizzler was there. They gave him a Twizzler. Twizzler for the Rizzler, that's what they said. Okay, so clearly this has to be the one. Welcome, Hamflow. 6 has to go up. Boom. That's the first time I seen them given something less than 5 booms. The Rizzler ate the Twizzler and he was like, yeah, 2 booms. He hated that thing. 2 booms? No, they don't ever give anything less than 5 booms. It's messed up. It's hacked up, man. And then they gave Big Justice the raisins. And he also hated them. He gave it a 1 boom. That's like the lowest I've ever seen. Did I see Baby Gronk called out the Rizzler? Yeah, that was like a while ago. Why am I watching Jimmy Fallon? I was not watching him. I was simply clipped. Many people are talking about it on Twitter. Yeah, my double hag. No, I used to watch Conan O'Brien. That was like the only late night comedy show that I'd seen. Why are we talking about this? I don't know. That's a thing that happened recently. It's viral, okay? It's everyone, literally everyone is talking about the Rizzler. You watch the gamer Conan? Yeah, Conan was funny. I was there. I was watching Conan in the era where he was feuding with Jay Leno. When they were gonna end his show, and he spent the whole budget of the show and all that. It was good times. And then when that one, so true. The Rizzler. Does anyone know what to do here? Oh wait, obviously, it's gotta be this. Surely, it's this. And then once we have this information, we have to have that there. Yes. Third row from top. Top lane. All right, this one has to be there. Yes. That is there. Anyway, I don't know. What else even is there going on? You can knock off the last column on the 4-2 row. Yes, this could not possibly be there. Therefore, it's gotta be here. This must be in this position right here. And this has to go down. These are required by law to be in this region, and therefore this thing's got to be a 2. And the 2 can't be there. Then the 5 must be down here. Obviously. The 1, 2. Yes. Yes, so true. And then this 4 can't be there. This one could not be there. Nor this one. The 1. No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I have not yet said those words yet. Welcome, Liquid Cake. How am I this fine November tide evening? Wishing I was fishing. I wish someone was playing web fishing after this stream. And I could simply join the lobby and do some fishing. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is literally next week. Keep staring at the 2 1s. You can't. You can't do that. Welcome, Mint. Merry Christmas. Merry Crimbus. Merry Chrysler. Merry Crisis. The Crimbler. Merry Crimbler. It's got it. It has to go there. Obviously, it has to be there. Merry Chrysler. Happy Honda Days. Hashtag ad. Crimbus. Crime bus. Bro, I'm just saying words. I'm literally just saying words, okay? What even? These aren't even really words. Are they even really words? Wow. That sure is a design. That sure is a pattern of some sort. Kringus. Wolfie subconscious taking over the stream. That usually happens, like, when I do these streams, usually by the end, I'm just like saying numbers. Just saying words, you know? I mean, I guess this whole stream I have been saying words, but like, even more so, you know? Words. They're out there. My Jewish uncle says, happy legal holiday for Christmas. He's a bit of a joke. He's the Joker? Your uncle is the Joker? I can't believe this. How does he feel about his latest movie being a flop? Why would he make a musical? What was he thinking? What was bro thinking? If it wasn't a jukebox musical, I think it would have rocked. Yeah, I don't know anything about the movie. I just know everyone hated it. No, this isn't the Joker. I saw so many ads for the Joker movie in Hong Kong. I feel like I didn't see any ads for... I guess like I don't see ads in general, but like I did not even know that movie was coming out until after that already existed, and everyone hated it. Welcome Ray, hold on. Welcome Ray Rabenstein. What were you up to? We're just talking about the Joker. I don't know why we're talking about the Joker. Oh no, I do know why. Someone mentioned the Joker. You were doing some Sonic X Shadow Generations. I hope you had a good time in your collab. I hope there was many Sonics and many Shadows. And it, I don't know. I don't know anything about that game, but I hope it was good. Based. The scene in the Joker when he says I'm the Joker. I've been saying this. I love the part where he says, I'm the Joker, baby. Love that. Love the Mets. Ah, it's me, the Joker. Obviously, I talk like this because that's what he sounds like. He loves the Mets. You think the Joker would love the Mets? I think so. Started feeling sick. Everyone's sick recently. It's kind of messed up. I hope you recover soon. Thank you for the raid as well. Any raiders also, if you are also feeling sick or otherwise have to do other stuff, feel free to do other things. You don't have to be here. You could be sleeping. It's probably late in many places. And by probably, I mean definitely, because I know time zones. Times are in fact happening. Anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome Matthias, welcome Bronze Tortoise, Ray, Alien Imp, Tag Tosa, Starchy Friend, Achievement Guy, Clovo, Hectopascal, Denchi, the real Denchi, __, Hero Delore, Bronze Tortoise. I'm probably missing many names, okay? I can't scroll that far. I love when the Joker says I'm the Joker and does Joker things. He's joking. The part where he says I'm joking here really sent chills down my spine. And Batman showed up and he was like, you don't know who I am. I'm the Joker. I'm joking here. Hey, I'm joking here. And then Batman was like, I can't believe this guy's joking. And then he started joking. He started telling stand-up comedy bits, and they were like, this guy sure is joking. I love that guy. Ah, classic moment. That guy was joking. Does he even tell jokes? Like, if he's really a joker, what's even his best bit? Nothing. I've never even heard him tell a joke. I've only ever seen him laugh maniacally. He'll say, why so serious? That's the messed up part of life is a joke. That is very true. His existence is a joke. I think it was the juggling. Does he juggle? What does he even do? What even is his day job? How does he make money? I guess from crime, right? He probably just commits crimes. You're thinking of the juggler? No, that's a different thing. He's actually the inspiration of practical joke YouTube TikTok channels. Is he? You think the Joker would be like a TikTok celebrity? Just shows up. Oh, he's the guy that does like the prank videos. He's like, hey, TikTokers, it's me, the Joker. Today we're gonna trick some people. Hey, look at this. They don't even know the bananas on the floor. That's what he sounds like. Okay, that's his TikTok influencer voice. And then he goes viral. And then Batman tries to stop him, but like Batman's also an influencer. It's like, okay, this guy's just joking. I know some version of Joker apologized for having bad jokes. Like the Batman starts to, yeah, Batman could be like Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast was canceled. You know, because like Bruce Wayne has so much money. Do you think maybe Bruce Wayne is like Mr. Beast in the Batman universe? And then people don't know he just does like crime fighting because he gets bored sometimes. And then he gets canceled one day and everyone's like, whoa, what the frick? Batman was Mr. Beast? Can't believe this. I don't know what am I even talking about? Let me scroll up. I missed a bunch of messages from before the raid. What were we saying? Shadow the Hedgehog. Mint said, like, if it was a proper musical, the Joker singing about being the Joker, that would be good. Yeah, I feel like if it was advertised as being a musical, maybe people would have enjoyed it. You know, if it wasn't Joker 2, if it was just like, you know, just like its own separate thing, Joker the musical, that could have been good. It was. No, but it was Joker 2. Don't you say Joker 2, because that is not really it. I know I said it, but you can't. I had to say it before someone else said it. Joker, they sing in this one. It's me, the Joker. Hey, it's me, the Joker. That's me. Joker, I hardly even know. It doesn't have a 2, and from the first teaser it had Lady Gaga. But like, why does everyone call it Joker 2 though? If it's not Joker 2, why does everyone call it that? Is it not like a sequel? Doesn't it have like the French word for 2 in the title? Or something. Yeah, doesn't that word mean 2? What does the first word mean? Fully? It's probably not how you say it. Fully? What is that? I think Batman would be a VTuber because he hides his identity. No, a lot of people hide their identities. It's a common thing that people do in this world. Madness. Oh, that word means madness. Yo, Balatro reference, madness. That's the card that deletes another card that you have and gets plus 0.05 molt. Sorry, plus 0.5 molt. On every round. Also, Joaquin Phoenix as Joker again. Yeah, that's like the sequel then. I don't know. I've never watched the first Joker. I've never seen any of the Joker movies. I would simply just not joke. I never joke. I would never tell jokes. Because that's cringe. I would simply just be funny without telling jokes. Since he's plastered on the ads everywhere, it's not unreasonable to assume this is a sequel. Yeah. Was it like actually a sequel that is it like its own separate story that doesn't continue from the first one? Or was it like actually like the second movie in the series? It is a sequel. Wait, then why were we saying that it's not? That it's not Joker 2? It's also the Joker's keylogger that steals your password. Why would he do that? Why would the Joker do this? Can't believe this guy. He's joking. It's because no one watched it. Would you watch it? Would you watch The Joker? I also saw news that they were coming up with like a Spider-Man. What's it called? Like the Sinister Six or something. It's got Morbius in it. It's got Madam Web. Spider-Man's not gonna be. I don't know anything about Spider-Man. I don't even know why I brought it up. I have nothing insightful to say about this. It's just something that's happening. Probably because it tanked, and now the studio and directors need to isolate it, make you forget. What if they just released another movie and actually called it Joker 2? And then people go, didn't this already come out? And they're like, no, this is totally, it's like a new movie. And then like it's actually good. And then people are like, whoa, what the? I thought Joker 2 was bad. But we simply just override their memory with a different movie. Becoming more convinced you have ADHD. No, I don't think so. Imagine being diagnosed by a chat member. I don't think so. I don't think that's real. 2. There's a 3 right here. Obviously has to go down. Okay. Right? Why? Just because I'm moving between different topics does not mean that I have ADHD. Joker 2 being overwritten with Joker 1. Exactly. When people forget that the other Joker movie existed, that's their plan. That's what they wanted. You jump around way more with ADHD. I think it's like, you know, streaming, it's like common to just be saying things. Otherwise, I would just be like, you know, sometimes people are just there and they're like playing an FPS game and they don't say anything. They're just staring at the screen. They're like, oh man, I could have gotten that kill. And then they go quiet for like 10 seconds. I don't know. You can't do that. That's boring. Welcome, Brooke. Can't have more than 3 seconds of dead air, right? Isn't that so weird? When you tune into a stream and you're like, can't wait to see what this streamer is saying. And then they just don't say it. They're just not saying things. Yeah, that 10 only has 6. What the? That's impossible. Well, then clearly it's gotta be... Okay, I definitely have done something wrong here. I would say that perhaps it's this. And that this is probably correct. You hear about the main transmitter issues on Voyager 1 and they've had to switch to the weaker backup transmitter? I don't even know what that is. You won't be able to go home for Thanksgiving. What? Can't believe this. Why? Why would that happen? Well, I hope everything is good. Or will be good. PT... No, what? How can they deny? Anyway, I don't know. It's messed up. It's hecked up. If they would even do such a thing. Messed up. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. The Joker. I brought it up. I feel like at a lot of the places I've worked at, I've never, like, formally done, like, PTO requests. I think, like, the first place that I worked at for, like, 7 years, there was, like, technically an HR portal that you were supposed to, like, submit requests for days off. But then, like, I never did it. And it was, like, my manager did not really care. I feel like this is common for, like, tech companies. Where you just, like, you just take the days off. As PTO, paid time off. Is that not a thing in whatever country you're from? I feel like, yeah, in the US we just call it PTO. It's like vacation days, pretty much. It's the furthest human-built craft from Earth. One of only 2 interstellar spacecrafts. The Voyager. I see. Anyway, that is unfortunate. Sounds like a disease. PTO? No. What do you say in other countries if not PTO? You just say vacation days? Paid time off. Some people say OOO, out of office. Out of office days. Off days. Oh yeah, holiday is a common term. I do remember when I worked at like a startup for like a year, for like 9 months. Yeah, a lot of the European workers would just say holiday. We have holiday today. We have a holiday. I've heard some people call it annual leave, which sounds a silly term to me. I call it holiday, unpaid holiday. Annual leave? That sounds like a weird phrase. Annual. I don't know, man. Anyway, that is unfortunate. But then what? But then what even? Joker. You could be watching the Joker movie. Maybe. What if you watched Joker 2? What was I saying besides Joker? what are we talking about? Holidays are hours owed if it's extra time you've built up. Holidays, yes, holidays. Deep L says the word we use translates to vacation. I don't think I've taken a single vacation day this year. This is like a thing that often happens, is that I just get to the end of the year and I'm like, it's like Christmas time. And then I'm like, I gotta take some days off. And then I do. And then I take several days off. Before you were talking about Christmas, so it kind of wrapped back around. Was I? Oh yeah, because it's like, yeah, because October's over. It's pretty much Christmas. It is in fact Crimbus right now. Merry Crimbus? Merry Chrysler? Yuletide to you all. Surely he will take days off to go to Comic-Con. I do not plan on doing that. Lots of people in my company end up taking December off or something. End of the year is desolate. I feel like that's usually how it is in like a lot of Western countries. Christmas time is so empty. There's like, everyone is just taking time off. But like, you know, we get so used to it from being in the West that like when I went to Japan for the first time, it was like around Christmas time. And like, it surprised me that Christmas was not like a real holiday. You know, because like we get so used to getting like Christmas off and like, you know, long Christmas vacation. And go to Japan and it's just like a regular work day. Like, what the heck? What do you mean different cultures have different holidays? Aren't they not celebrating the holy day? I mean, like, I'm not even religious. I don't technically celebrate the day. It's just that we have it all. KFC, but it's like, it's not really like a day off, you know? It's like Halloween, you know? Halloween, we don't get the day off for Halloween, but like, you know, people celebrate it. That's pretty much what Christmas is. You're like, I guess like in Japan, it's like kind of like Valentine's Day. It's like a couple's holiday over there. I don't know. It's something. But they do have New Year's holidays. It was weird to me that the first 3 days of the new year, pretty much like almost all shops are closed. Like very few stores are open. Which sucks if you want to go somewhere, because like first time I went to Japan, we went to Takehara, which is a place where an anime took place. There's an anime called Tamayura. We were like, oh yeah, let's go there on like, you know, January 3rd. We went there and all the shops and everything there was closed. And we had to take like a long train to get there. So we picked literally the worst time to go. But I mean, it was still fun. I realized the local school district had holiday off a grading day. I was wondering why it was so quiet today because I live next to a school. Ergo, Halloween off for the kids. Grading day? I've never heard of that. I guess it makes sense. No, but then like isn't part of the fun of Halloween, like when you're a kid, is to like go to school and like see your classmates dress up as stuff? If you don't have school that day, like then you're missing out. Right? That's like one of the most fun days of the year. I love how often these streams basically become podcasts. Yes, that is many streams. It is in fact what this is. Well, but Halloween proper was not off just today. Oh, the day after Halloween, I see. Actual Halloween was in fact a school day. They would do school Halloween the day before. I mean, like, if Halloween took place on a weekend, that they would have, like, Halloween parties at school on the day before. A lot of companies have, like, Halloween parties, like, not on Halloween. Like, I think our company Halloween party was, like, the week before Halloween. And, like, I feel like it's, like, a bit weird to dress up not on Halloween. I don't know, maybe it's fine. I didn't dress up though. I've never really dressed up for Halloween. But people do. In Germany, people take end of December off, also August if they have children. My previous workplace had most people vanished. What is in August? Is it just because, like, kids are like... If they have children... Is it because their children are not in school? Is August, like, the end of the school year for them? And then they go on summer vacation. Welcome, Maxter. Simply save your costume per convention. You could just be cosplaying, okay? You could just take the day as an opportunity to wear your cosplay. August is summer vacation. I guess that makes sense then. Turning up to the office March 27th in my Batman costume. I mean, the holiday is around Halloween. I mean, the party. It's just how it is. It's life. Which brings us back to trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating your neighbors after Halloween. It's all related. Everything connects. There's cosplay. A lot of people do. It's weird because, right, Halloween, the point of Halloween originally was for it to be spooky. But I feel like most costumes are not actually spooky. They're just like, they just wanted to dress up. Which is cool. And people can just wear things however they want. Maybe it's scary because the idea of self-expression is scary. That the fact that we can only be what we want to be on one day of the year is what's truly scary. Society has these expectations. Wow. It's deep. Really makes you think. Halloween costumes are socially acceptable cosplay? Yes. Exactly. So true. That's literally what it is. People are doing things. on this one day of the year. It's their one time to show their coworkers how wacky they can be. I don't know. Does anyone even really know? Thank you, Nano Lather, for the 2 months. That was a late resub. You resubbed last time, 2 days ago. You just didn't post the message until now. I know, I remember. It was during the fishing stream. This guy remembers things. I remember so many things. I'm remembering things right now. Thank you, Props on Jack, for the 26 months. Yes, you have continued the subscription. Thank you, Slime Molder, for 25 months. Hype to the second hype train today. It's crazy. You missed the first one. The first one that was gifted many subs. But now it's the second one. The second train of hype. Thank you, Liquid Cake, for the 7 months. I also noticed that I think Doobie has disabled hype trains on her channel, which is ironic because she's a train conductor. You're telling me that the train conductor VTuber is not allowing hype trains? I guess it would compete with her regular train. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for the 10 gifted subscriptions, and also other Anonymous Gifter, who might be the same person, for another bunch of subs. He is the hype train. She was doing a karaoke stream yesterday. And she was Glorp. She was green. I tuned into that. Anyway, let's do this one. Finally, I will say 1-1, okay? 1-1, there it is. There's the 1-1. That's the moment you've all been waiting for. 1-1. This obviously goes there. Choco J Glorp Dog. It's Glorpin time. Any Glorps out here? Glorpers. I like how she kept going for 1 more hour after the set list was over. Classic. Classic moment. People out there requesting songs. Glorp. Where would we even be as a society without Glorp? Imagine a Glorpless society. That'd be so scary. If there was no green alien cat that we could call Glorp, what's even the point? But now we have it. Now it exists. And we can all appreciate Glorp. Just out there glorping. Man. Alright, this has got to be a 3. Obviously, the 3 then must be down there. And none of this could be here. And that's got to be there. And this one, obviously, also is there. We got the 151. The 3, and this is done. Glorp. Do you not know Glorp? Glorp is an alien cat who is green. It's got like 2 antennae on its head, or whatever those things are called. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you're aware in some way of Glorp. You can look it up. It's right there. There it is. There's Glorp. Whose emote is that? Sleepy Pro Shake. Yes, that is Glorp. But typically Glorp is not shaking. Glorp is typically on its own, but that one has Glorp, and it is shaking. I wonder if anyone dressed up as Glorp. You think probably for Halloween? I would not be surprised if someone was dressed up as Glorp yesterday. Thanks for stopping by, Vic Viper. The stream will be ending within the next 10 minutes. I saw someone dressed up as NL. I saw someone as well. Not in real life, but on Twitter. Yes, that was the same one that I saw. We probably both saw it because of the librarian. He probably retweeted it or something. You missed Picross, but it's happening right now. How can you miss Picross when it's literally right here? It's happening as we speak. It's literally among us right now. A kid came to my house dressed up as Peter Griffin from Fortnite and said bless up to me when I gave them candy. How did you respond? Did you say base? Did you say skibbity riz? What if you just said skibbity riz? You just shut the door? What the? They were so disappointed. You could have said skibbity riz and they would have been like, yo, I love this place. This guy is based. They would have said that. You could have been the based guy. The hype chest? What the? I already have this emote. The cringe counter. Kids love skibbity. Skibbity riz? The skibbity rizzler? Ball damage. That's a good emote. A lot of good emotes for the hype train. Gritty Goose. Imagine a world without Gritty Goose. Could not even imagine. There it is. That goose sure is grittying. It's a 3, that's a 1 right there. And gritty dog. That dog sure is grittying. Gridman. What if Gridman did the gritty? Gridman? Wait, okay, something here is wrong. I would imagine it's probably this. Yes, this is now correct. Good times. Alright, and then for this one, this may be the last one or second to last one that we do today. Depending on how long it takes us. I imagine this one will be pretty fast. Yes, stream is ending soon. I do end around this time when I stream. Everyone knows. And you gotta know the stream schedule, okay? Unless you're in Europe, in which case the time is different because of daylight saving. It's not. Yeah, then you get to watch tomorrow. Saturday, the Saturday stream. Variety gaming. When does America do daylight saving? It's like this weekend. So it should be Sunday morning. I don't ever read anything like schedules or notifications. Yeah, but I stream the same time every week, so you should know. If you were an active viewer, you would know. Can't believe Wolfie is shaming someone for not watching all the time. How do you not know every single stream that I do? How did this guy doesn't know my stream schedule? It's cringe. I'm just kidding. I was 15 minutes late. Yesterday? No, Wednesday? I was 5 minutes late, actually. I thought it'd be 15 minutes late. You would have known if you were here. I was only 5 minutes late. You're a D-tier viewer. You don't know when I end. It's fine because like Choco usually streams at around the end of my stream. So many people, they're like, Choco streaming, I gotta watch Choco stream. And then they watch Choco stream. I would watch Choco stream, but I'm streaming. But is she even streaming today? I don't think she's streaming today, right? Choco, yeah. Dog, respect dog. Classic. Classic dog. That's right. So true. So true. She just went live. Okay, she is. Wait, why is she starting right now? Doesn't she start around 7? Why is she streaming so late now? What happened? Why would she do this? Streaming at a different time? Oh, right, because it's a collab. Because Michael, right? Michael Hunt. And others. Right. It is not her fault. Obviously, it's the fault of the other people for streaming at a different time. Yeah, RuneScape. Old school RuneScape. I was about to say open source RuneScape. When I see OS, I was like, oh yeah, open source, obviously. No, old school RuneScape. Yes. But what if instead of doing that, they played web fishing? Wouldn't that be cool? Why don't they play web fishing instead? Why can't they play web fishing so I can join? Heck no. I love playing web fishing. Literally fishing, right? I'm literally fishing right now. This guy. They could fish in web fish. Sorry, RuneScape. That's not the same though. It's a different game. I don't know RuneScape. I know web fishing though. Webbed fishing. Yeah, what is that? Is that oh, that's a web. I see. It's a web. Is that the web from web fishing? That's crazy. Alright, this one will be the last one. I mean, this looks kind of easy. Maybe this is not the last one. Maybe the next one will be the last one. What if this actually isn't easy? What if this is actually really hard? What if this was the hardest puzzle we've ever seen in any game? And I was a fool to be like, actually, this looks so easy. This is so simple. Have a good night, Hamp. Are you sleeping? Isn't it so early over there? Okay, this one must be there. Clearly, this must be there. Alright, the next one will be the last one. I'm going to look for a 5x5. There's gotta be a simple, maybe like a 5x15. Yeah, that should be it. So 12, obviously. It goes down there. You got this 12. This one's marked off. That 9 goes here. Anyway, good times. Good times were had by all. Everyone just had a good time. Web fishing. 3, the 6 goes up. These go there. Okay. Alright, alright. Good job. Great job, everyone. This is wrong. This is obviously wrong. Something here is not right. Obviously it's this. I knew it. Alright, well that's gonna be it. We are more than halfway done with this by now. Perhaps in the next 2 weeks we can finish this. But for now, let's see what day it is. Deck the Everything Day. Cook for your Pets Day, World Vegan Day, All Saints Day. We did talk about this today. All Saints Day. A lot of days today. Fountain pen day? It is in fact 111. They don't have it on here. Pet groomers. Love your lawyer day. Brush day. Calzone day. Cinnamon day. Deep fried clams day. Pate day. Jersey day. Prime Meridian day. Scented candle day. Okay, which of these? I feel like this one's kind of fun. Deep fried clams day. Calzone day is also one of them. Fountain pen day. Vinegar day. You choose whatever you want to do. National Calzone Day raid, National Deep Fried Clams Day raid. Whichever. I'm gonna type National Deep Fried Clams Day. You can choose to copy that, or just, I don't know, whatever the heck it is you want to do. Let's see who's streaming. Twitch.tv. Yes, there's many good days out here. Pate day. Yeah, some people, can you believe some people hate pate on banh mi? Messed up. That's like one of the best parts. And yet, they hate it? Unbelievable. Alright, let's see. People who are streaming right now. There are several. There are many people streaming. But who do I want to raid? What about... what about... I don't know. This is the hardest part of the stream, is deciding who to raid. What about this person? That pate is just a sub sandwich? Exactly. You gotta have that pate. Okay, let's raid this individual who is streaming Final Fantasy XIV Online. The hit game that everyone loves. The game featuring award-winning, I don't know, whatever the heck the copy pasta is. The critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV Online, including free demo until 60, I don't know, whatever. You know what it is, whatever. Good times. I'll be back tomorrow with games. There are several games. Mint Phantom. The ghost, not the dog. The dog is a different mint. The other mint, the ghost mint, has a game on itch. A Halloween one. I'll check that out. And some other games. Various games. You already know. So many games out there. And I will play all of them. That's right. Literally every game. Every game that exists will be played tomorrow. Exactly tomorrow. Okay, only tomorrow. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to Xtag. That's it. I'm now going to sit here. Okay, the raid's going. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.